Hello, Algebra 1 students. Today we're going to talk about conjunction inequalities. And if you remember, sometimes we have a situation where we have our x is in between two numbers. But now we have an equation in between the two numbers. So 3 is less than 3x minus 6, which is less than 8. So if I ask you to solve this inequality, you have to break it down into two different equations. The first one is 3 is less than 3x minus 6, which is basically that equation right there. The second equation we break it down to is 3x minus 6 is less than 8. And again, that's the second part of that equation. Then we solve both equations just like we normally would. So on this equation here, 3 is less than 3x minus 6. Let's get rid of that negative 6 by adding 6 to both sides. So we have 9 is less than 3x. And then we divide by 3 to get to our x, and we get 3 is less than 1x. On this side, we're going to do much the same. We're going to get rid of the negative 6, by adding 6 to both sides. So now we have 3x is less than 14. Again, we divide by 3, and we get our x. 1x is less than 14 thirds, which is the same thing as saying 4 2/3. So then we write our solution like this. 3 is less than x, which is less than 4 2/3. So as long as our x falls between 3 and 4 2/3, this solution will work. So let's take a number that is between 3, with x is greater than 3, but it's less than 4 2/3. Let's say x is equal to 4. That is a number that is in between, and we can put it back in our original equation. 3 is less than 3x, which is 3 now times 4, minus 6, which is less than 8. So let's figure out the in between here. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. And let's see if that works. 6 is greater than 3, and it is less than 8. So that works. And that is how we solve conjunction equations. Now let's try to do a couple of these conjunction equations on our own. There's 4 of them here, A, B, C, and D. And notice on C and D, we are going to have to use the distributive property, just like we've been doing in all our other equations, to go ahead and figure those out. So let's do each of these conjunction equations and then graph them, and we'll go over those in class. Great, I will see you then. Have a wonderful day.